So I've kind of talked over the last couple of days about the potential within the next kind of 7 to 10 days of our first freeze and maybe our first snow for us in the Denver area. I kind of want to get into the reasons why, because it's probably not showing up on your weather apps. You're not seeing it even on most computer models. So let's give you the broad picture here, and I'm showing it to you below. Now, what are you looking at? You're looking at some blues, some oranges, some reds. You're going, what is this? What this is basically a wide view of the entire northern half of the earth. And notice all those little blue blobs. If you look closely enough, those blue blobs are originating, I know, very official term, in Alaska. And what that tells us is we're starting to see some infiltrations of some true Arctic air. Now, most computer models keep these intrusions of Arctic air just off to our north, and it wouldn't take much of a nudge south. So the sorts of systems that we're looking at, and I talked about this last week, these are the kinds of storm systems that this time of year, these are the ones that would bring a real punch of borderline winter air. So right now, again, it's not showing up in your weather apps, it's not showing up on computer models, because right now most of the modeling keeps it about 200-300 miles north of us, but this is still 7-8 days out. We're talking about next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, October the 19th through the 22nd, in that time window. And you might also notice there's a little parade of these kind of storms, these little blue blobs coming in from the north. Point being here, folks, it's just that kind of pattern that we look for in terms of bringing us that first real potential for our first freeze and our first maybe even snow for us in the Denver area. Currently, right now, we're talking about probably highs in the 50s, lows in the maybe upper 20s, low 30s for the early to middle part of next week. And then a secondary storm after that maybe brings it a little bit colder than that. I'm not giving you specifics yet, right? We're talking about, again, 7+ days out, but I'll just give you this. Keep an eye on this and get those sprinklers taken care of and start winterizing your homes about that time where we could be talking about some pretty interesting weather in the next 10 to 14 days. I'll keep you posted as always with the latest.